Well, I've been waiting for week 2 to start, and I can feel it in the air tonight as well. Week 1, fabulous start to the week. We told you guys back on draft day that we were going to be the 2 best teams in the league. Currently ranked number 1, DeAndre. Currently ranked number 2, myself. We are the 2 best teams in this league. We're not going to be afraid to tell you week after week that we are the ones to beat. If you can't score 120 points in this league, just set your players to reserve, take a loss, and we'll divide the money come December. So, the FedEx envelope is not leaving the resort. It's staying right here in Peoria since D was the winner last week. And that way I'm going to throw it over to D to recap week 1.
Yes, it's like taking candy from a baby, baby. Money in the bank. Let's go through the week 1 recap really fast. We're going to start off with the game Slam versus Pig Farm. So Slam beats Pig Farm 106 to 98. That wasn't too much of a shock for us. Thought that'd be a close game. The second game was Mad Dog. Mad Dog bites Mel's ass. 108 to 65. Mel came out very disappointed being the defending champ. Why You Envy Me takes down the Giant G-Man. 120 to 82. Pretty nice performance from Why You Envy Me. Good job, Jay. Washington State ties Sixburg. This had to really piss you off, Tim. Tim actually takes the loss because Washington State had +4 on the bench point. So he actually got him up 1 by outscoring him on the bench. So next time you might want to think about that Sixburg when you draft his depth in your league. Playmakers come back to win a close one. It was close over all day. That's my bro. I ain't gonna talk too much crap about him. He was up for a while. Playmakers came back to beat him 124 to 119. And in the game of the week, because it was for me, He Hate Me picks up where he left off last year, and he was kicking Corey's cash ass 136 to 95. That did take the pot, as Tom said earlier. Pot winner. As far as the predictions for the week, Tom and I are both 4-2 because we both agreed on the same picks last week. So with that said, I'm going to swing it back over to Tom, and we're going to go into week 2 matchups.
It bothers me that we're 4-2, Dre, because we should have been 5-1 with that tiebreaker score. Timmy, you let us down, so make it up this week. Guys, let me remind you that you suck, and you suck, and you suck. Some of your draft picks are coming to bite you in the butt right now. See, you lose your starting quarterback because the guy you drafted as your reserve quarterback is suspended for 4 games. Hello? Then you pick up a guy who's suspended 4 more weeks, and he's not even reported to camp?
Hey, but I should see V-Jack next weekend, man, so I'm going to ask him about that, Corey. I'll see when he's going to report. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put your name out there.
Moves like that are going to make you followers, not leaders. So, folks, do a better job of studying the list, the free agent list, and get back in this thing. Me and Dee challenge you to take us off the throne. We are going to win the pots every single week. One of the 2 is going to do it.
I'm not going to challenge you. I want free money. It's free money. Dude, pick up every loser you want to pick up out there. Hey, somebody should actually pick up Sidney Rice right now. You know what? He can sit on your bench for 8 weeks, not getting you any bench points. I think I'm going to do it.
I think I'm going to go pick him up because I want him.
Be sorry. Yeah, be sorry.
Absolutely. So, well, I just want to get that off my chest. Let's get to the week 2 action. We're going to start off with which I think is possibly could be the game of the week this week. That is the G-Man versus Wazoo. I have this going 109 to 106 to G-Man. I think it's going to be a close game. The reason I'm in favor of G-Man is it's obvious. Drew Brees, Joe Flacco, Drew Brees. I'm going to give you the edge in wide receivers. I like your wide receivers. I do give Wazoo the edge in running backs. That's about all he's got. Baronis might kick him back into this thing, but I think he's going to fall a little short.
I have to get with, as far as the game of the week, I do think this is going to be the game of the week. I think it's going to be really close. I think this will actually come down to the last player playing, but I do believe that Wazoo pulls this out on Monday night, and I believe that G-Man will lose by a field goal. Hartley. Remember I said it. Hartley. G-Man will lose by a field goal.
This next matchup is near and dear to my heart. I get a little emotional when I think about this, but I have Slam versus He Hate Me. Now, Mr. Warren, the next time you want to talk crap about a trade offer that's offered to you, which is more than fair, to better your team and to better my team, you can go beep, beep, beep yourself, okay? Because you are going to get destroyed this week. 125 to 41. That's right. You are not going to score more than 41 points. Your matchup, Cutler versus Schaub. Cutler is going to get destroyed this week against the Cowboys. The only edge you have is the kicking game. Every other edge, running backs, wide receivers, quarterback, are going to DeAndre. You are going to get thumped, my brother. Welcome to the league. Thank you for the money.
Unfortunately, Slam, that was harsh, but I have to agree with him. I can't talk shit about Cutler. I actually think he's going to kick the Cowboys' ass. But the rest of your team sucks, man. I got to be honest. This week, MJD, Matt Schaub, I got nothing from them last week. They will definitely get off the snide and have better week 2s. They're going to take you down. I'm going to take you down. Please talk some shit on the message board because I feel like I'm just taking advantage of you. Do something. Step up, Slam.
How you scored 106 points, I don't even know. Next matchup is Why You Envy Me versus Mad Dog. This actually was almost my game of the week. I got it really close. I'm not going to slam on you. I'm still stuck on Slam. I'm not going to beat up on you too much, Mike. I do think you're going to be competitive this week, even though that you have Shelly Manning quarterbacking. Question some of your pickups that you made on the waiver wire, but that's your team. It's your money. You can do what you want with it. I basically got all the edges on Jay's side, and I think he's going to just barely squeak this out because of possibly his quarterback matchup, and I think the Jets are going to prove something. They can't go 0-2. They got to do something against the Patriots to get back in this game. I'm going to have them squeaking this out 103-101.
I'm calling this the Battle of the Johnsons, baby. Chris Johnson, Andre Johnson, Calvin Johnson. Jay, unfortunately, I think that 2 Johnsons are better than 1. I mean, unless you got a big Johnson, but Ocho will not repeat his week 1 effort, and I think Calvin and Andre will have good week 2s, and that's going to be the difference. Mad Dog wins this week.
Okay. Next matchup, All Day versus the Pig Farmers coming out of Glendale, Arizona. This is we got some really good games this week, folks. Close matchups. I got this one going to Steve. I think it's going to be close, but this has the potential to be a butt whooping. I do think Tom Brady's going to do okay against that Jets defense with Wes Welker. I don't think the Jets can stop Wes Welker. The safety Wilson cannot. In the past, he has not been able to stop Wes Welker. Wes Welker is going to throw up another 20-some plus points. Running backs, D'Angelo Williams, Reggie Bush. Bush is going to have a much better week this week. I got you taking this 99-98, but I would not be surprised if it's a good 10-point win for your brother All Day.
Good. About time we can finally disagree. So I'm actually taking Pig Farmers in this, but we do agree that this will be an extremely close game. I think that All Day will put up a big fight, but ultimately it'll come down to the defense. And I believe KC versus Cleveland is the difference. Pig Farmers wins it because KC puts up big points.
If their special team shows up like it did last week, you're right. This could swing the other way, and I could have the egg on my face. Next matchup is Playmakers versus Cash. Well, Corey, other than Adrian Peterson, I don't know what to say. You suck serious testicle stacks. I'm going to take you out 120 to... I can't do it. 99. I'm not going to give you that century mark. I think you're going to get your ass whooped here. Anybody that takes a backup quarterback that's suspended for 4 games, it deserves you right that your quarterback goes out with concussion. You have nobody to come up with. And then the best you can do is Kyle Orton. This one's over. This one's over from the kickoff. I'm going to take it in a big butt whooping. I think Minnesota's going to do something against the Dolphins up in that dome too.
I have to say that I do agree. Tom's going to win this one. Playmakers pulls it off. Cash does take another loss. He goes to 0-2. But I think it's going to be a pretty close game. It's actually going to come down to the winner of the Manning Bowl. And unless you're Scott Lee, you're the only one that's probably deranged that thinks Eli's actually going to win this thing. This thing's going to be won by Peyton. That's going to push Playmakers over the top. They'll beat Cash this week, and they will be 0-2 for Cash, and he's going to start off in a big hole.
Too bad. It's too bad. I feel real bad for Corey. Anyway, we have one more matchup. I heard the doorbell. We have a guest in the studio this week. He's going to help me pick the last matchup of the week. Obviously, if you've been following us at home, checking this thing off, our final matchup is Big Timers versus Sixburg. So our special guest this week in the studio, all the way from Western New Mexico, is Melly Mel! How you doing, Mel? Welcome to the resort here in Peoria, Arizona. It is my privilege to interview Jamel James, defending world champion of the Chicago Bears Fantasy Football League. Mel, how did it feel to finally hoist that trophy last year?
Good.
Did you think that with all the injuries that you had going down the home stretch that you were going to be able to pull that out and steal this victory from DeAndre?
No.
This man has a lot of words, folks. How have things been going for you this year?
Fuck D.
So, you got a tough matchup this week. You're playing the newbie from Pennsylvania, Sixburg. He's got Cadillac Williams, Randy Moss, Stephen Smith. Cowboys defense could have a good week this week. How do you see this matchup going?
My guys will probably get hurt, then I'll lose.
Phillip Rivers had a decent game in week 1. He looks like he's throwing the ball over the yard, so that's going to be a good pick for you this year. Struggled with your wide receivers a little bit, and he took a long shot on that rookie running back out of San Diego. How do you think he did in week 1?
Fuck my team. They all suck.
Now, Jamel, don't be too hard on yourself. You know you are the defending world champions. I think you got a solid squad this year. You did underachieve in week 1. Pretty poor showing there. You going to rebound this week?
I don't know. I don't know.
How things going with the fire department?
I just got off work.
Let's see. Hey, follow us in week 3. Thanks, Jamel, for coming out. We are going to head over, and it's early Sunday morning, so we're going to head over. We're going to catch the games. We're all hanging out. We're going to meet up. Jamel, can you hang out with us?
I got to call Ann.
You call Ann, see if you can hang out. Hey, you guys catch us next week for week 3. We'll recap week 2. We're going to have some good games, and we'll catch you from the resort in Peoria next week.
I'll just come right
Have a good week.
Okay.
Can you hang, Mel?
Love you.
No? Yeah? No?
Okay, goodbye.
Maybe? Huh?
No.
No? Well, Mel's going to ask for his penis next week to see if he can hang out with the boys, but we'll catch you next week. Come here. Chicago Bears Fantasy Football. Thank you. Have a great week.